I was coming to a new city. I had been in Miami my whole life. Just didn't really know what to expect. All I knew was that I was coming here to play football. And the city of Houston embraced me. They embraced me like no other. They welcomed me with open arms, and I'm very thankful for that. I'd like to thank the McNair family for drafting me in 2003. What you guys have done for me and my family has completely changed our lives. So I'm very thankful to you guys for that.
Thank you.
I hope that I please you guys with the way I played the game. Also like to thank my mom. Everything. Excuse me. Everything that I did on that field was because of you. A lot of people don't know, but I played the game of football. I played the game very angry. And the reason I played that way was just because of where I grew up. I just never wanted to go back to living that lifestyle again. So seeing the sacrifices you made, I remember you falling asleep, coming to pick me up from night school. It was just tough times that we experienced as a family that I never wanted to experience again. So I'm very thankful to you for that. To my Uncle Andre. You pretty much played the father figure for me. Ever since I was a little kid, I really had no male figure to go to. And you've been there with me every step of the way. I thank you for your advice. I thank you for your love. Even at times when I felt like I had nobody to talk to, I could always come to you. So I'm very thankful to you for that, and I love you. Now that I got that out the way. I didn't think I'd be up here crying, but I know it's just a feeling you get, just being up here and know you're closing a chapter, something that you've done for a long time. But when I was drafted here, I didn't really know what to expect. Coming to a new franchise, I remember the commercials with David Carr having no line. I was just like, man, what is this that I'm walking into? But when I got here, I just came and, I took the challenge. I always like to be the underdog, and I took the challenge, and I just wanted to do everything I could to put this organization on the map. The only regret I have is not helping this organization win a world championship. But other than that, I just tried to give the organization everything I could. Whether it was playing injured, you were going to have to drag me off the field in order for me not to play. I remember having a long contusion and sneaking back out on the field when they tried to still take my helmet away from me. but it was that important to me. You know, it was that important for me to help put this organization where I wanted it to be, and it meant that much to me. To my teammates, you know, I love you guys. I would give anything to go back on the field with you guys, to go back to battle with you guys. Those were some of the best. Those were memories I'll never forget. You know, just the good times and the bad times. You know, battling in games, times when we were out, people counted us out, and we proved everybody wrong. Winning our first playoff game against Cincinnati. It took us a little while, but we finally got it done. You know, and just competing against J. Joe and Kareem and all the other guys. You guys made me better. I look forward to going against you guys every day. JJ running me down, punching the ball out. You know, just competing every day. It was so much fun, and those things that you experience over your career, those are the things you never get. You know, you can't get those things back. You know, this game is so special because you have guys that come from different backgrounds, different places, that all come together for one common goal. And that's why I always say football is the greatest sport. Because you have to have all 11 guys on the same page. You know, you just can't have one guy in basketball go out and score 80 points, or a guy in baseball can hit 4 or 5 home runs. You know, you have to have all 11 guys on the same page. So I'm very thankful to you guys just for your hard work, your dedication, and, you know, just helping me to help this organization get to where it wants to be. But I'm going to challenge you guys, because I couldn't help this organization get the world championship. So I want you guys to help me get me a ring. So I'm going to be rooting for you guys. You know, I get to be a fan now. Even when I left here, when I was with the Colts and the Titans, you know, my heart never left this place. I could never imagine myself wearing a Colts or a Titan uniform, but, you know, it happened. That's the nature of this business. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, like I said, it's the nature of the business. It happened, and, you know, we move on from it. But, you know, to be back here today is very special. It's a great feeling. Driving in this morning, I had so many things running through my mind. I really couldn't even sleep last night. It's kind of tossing and turning a little bit, just thinking about the memories of just being here, of games and things that have happened, and, you know, spending time with your teammates and things like that. Those are the things, like I say, you don't get back. You know, that's the big adjustment now, you know, for me with my retirement. I also like to thank the guys that don't get much recognition. Mike Parsons, the equipment guys, Jeff Kaplan, Roland, the trainers. You know, those are the guys who helped me day in and day out to make sure my body was prepared, that I can go out and compete at a high level. So I'd like to thank you guys also. I also like to say thank you to the fans. The love that I've been getting has been amazing. I've came home and I've retired, and I know that's what you guys have wanted. So it's finally done, and I'm very excited about it. I'll still be here in the city of Houston. You know, my teammates, I'm here. Any phone calls, anything you guys need, you know, I'm here for you. Don't call me about no money. But but anything you guys need, man, I'm here for you. I'm an open book, and you know, like I said, man, I'm gonna be rooting for you guys. I want to see you guys, you know, accomplish that ultimate goal. It'll mean the world to me to see you guys do that. So, with that being said, thank you to everyone that came out for this event. It's been a great honor, and my career ends here. So I'm very excited about that. I was able to come back home in Houston and do it. Thank you.
Andre, I know there have been so many great moments, but the one that sticks out in your mind, and is there one game that sticks out in your mind?
We were talking about that earlier. It would be the game against when we won our first playoff game. That's probably like one of the best feelings in the world, because you know, we waited so long to get to that point and accomplish it. So the first win against Cincinnati.
Andre, a lot of guys you've mentored are in this room. What are some of the things you wanted to pass on to them, just in terms of your example that you set on the field and off the field?
I think the biggest thing is just doing it the right way. Coming to work every day, putting in the work. You know, you just don't go out on Sundays and just, you know, play and put up the numbers by just showing up. You know, you have to put the work in. You have to make sure you're on the same page with your quarterback, you know, with your teammates. And that's what I just tried to instill in the younger guys, you know, when I was playing.
Andre, you talked about your love for your teammates, but the love you're getting here with them right now, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Like I said, it's you don't really. This is what you get in the locker room. You know, the camaraderie. You don't really get that from the outside. And you know, these are the guys that I were around every day. You know, working out with. You know, on the field, battling to win games. You know, you develop a camaraderie that's, you know, it's unmatched, and it's something I guess I really can't put into words, but you have to be in the locker room to go through it to really understand it.
Andre, 5 years from now, you'll be eligible for the Hall of Fame. How important is that to you, and have you started thinking about it yet?
People have mentioned it to me, but I haven't thought 5 years down the road. But if it happens, it'll be a very exciting time.
This is for Rick and Cal. I know you guys will have to figure it out, but do you have any idea how you will eventually, you know, honor Andre, whether it's a Ring of Honor or a Texans Hall of Fame, anything like that?
Yeah, we're having those conversations, Brian, and we are absolutely planning to have something in the fall for Andre to recognize him at one of the games this fall.
What advice could you give to the younger players that's coming up as far as high school and college, the ones who watch you over your career? What advice would you give them to get to the pinnacle and the point to where you are?
Well, I would tell them, any high school player, to take advantage of your opportunity, use your resources around you, your teachers and people, the faculty and staff that's there. I always tell people that because, you know, with me going to college, I was kind of battling my senior year, you know, to, you know, make sure that I had the right GPA and things like that. So I would tell them not to procrastinate and get started on it early. As far as the college level, just play football. Make sure your grades and things are right, you know, because we're a student athlete first. And just keep working. I think that's the biggest thing that got me to where I was at. Me working was the most important thing. I would never let anything else get in the way of what I wanted to accomplish. You know, I would never let anybody else distract me from my goal. I had a goal in mind, and I was going to accomplish no matter what. No friend, nobody could distract me from that.
Andre, with your foundation, you've done so much for Houston. Is that something you hope to continue to do? And why was it so important for you to be part of the community?
Well, I always said if I ever made it, that you know, you just never forget where you come from. So I felt like playing here in the city of Houston. You know, people get to see you on TV. They never get to see you in person. So to be out there interacting with them and doing things for them, you know, it gives people hope. You know, you never know what people are going through in life. You never know what kind of day they're having. You know, a simple handshake or a hug, you know, can change somebody's life. So that's why I choose to do it, and I continue to do it.
Andre, what did it mean to you when you heard Rick say that what you did will be the measure that every Texans player will be measured by?
I don't know. I didn't, when I played, I didn't do it to, you know, be measured up against anybody. You know, I just wanted to play and win, and I just wanted to do whatever I had to do to win. That's what I was going to do. So I know it's a team game, but if I had to put the team on my back, then I was going to do that. You know, it didn't matter what it took. I just wanted to win, and that's just the way I approached the game.